What's up, guys? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Before you do anything, like, share, and subscribe. You know this is the best place to find the mixture between cannabis and creatives. Today I got my boy G6 in the building.
What's going
How
down?
How you feeling over there?
Oh, I'm feeling
It got really sunny all of a sudden.
You needed that. You needed the berry wipe. What's going on, Angie Ma?
How you
we
doing?
back again. Faded Truth.
Welcome back.
Number 9 podcast. You know what I'm saying? When I first came here, you wasn't number 9. You know what I'm saying? So let's cheers to Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Magazine.
That's what I'm talking about.
Very own top 25.
Growth, building brands. So the last time we saw you was you and Versa Legend were here for the Dream Life tour.
Yes.
We were
Successful.
promoting that.
Yes, successful Dream Life tour. Shouts out to my guy Versa Legend, who in February, March received his number 24 Billboard plaque on the top 100 Billboard charts. So if you got the hand claps in your background, everybody.
I need to add them. I need those sound effects.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, man. So shouts out to Versa Legend.
Shout out Verse.
Yes. Beautiful
How you
things.
doing?
Yeah, beautiful things happening. He's been killing it. So yeah, we working. He'll actually be out here on the 24th. Get back to work, shooting visuals. He's got a mansion party that he's working on. We got a new single, Dance with a Model, that's coming out. We're going to put a whole bunch of press behind it and all that.
That's the one that you sent me? That I got the sneak preview on?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the one that you said, the Usher vibes.
Yeah, that was definitely an Usher
So y'all heard it
club
live.
mix.
If she says it's Usher, then
that was an Usher club mix.
We got a winner.
Okay, so how was tour? Tell me how the tour was.
Tour was great. So I guess after we left here, we went back to L.A. He did iHeart with Keisha Cali. Shouts out to Keisha Cali and iHeart and Accelerate Radio and everybody over there. Then after that, he took his talents to Dallas. Then from DC, he went to the Super Bowl because shouts out to my guy B. Taylor. B. Taylor opened up. He was one of the opening acts, I guess, for the Super Bowl. But, the whole COVID thing. So Terrell Owens opened up for him and all that stuff. And Verse went out to Tampa and, was there for all of those festivities because they're working on a record that's dropping Mandela. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on.
What was your favorite interview of the Dream Life tour?
Faded Truth. Come on. That was the only interview where I got to sit next to my guy, Pause.
Oh, you weren't with him on the other interviews?
Yeah, but I was with him playing Ari Golds or Ari Diamonds or Ari Goals. I was playing management. When we came and did it with you, that was the only time where I actually, it was like a joint interview situation. Besides that, I just book him and I go make sure he's accommodated, all that type of stuff.
I just saw that you had a new music video out, right?
Yes. Money Mitch. Shouts out to Money High brand, clothing line. That's my guy, Money. You know what I'm saying? He's the owner of the brand. He also shot the video. He heard the record. He was just like, yo, G, I want to get some visuals with you. You know what I'm saying? You've been rocking the merch. You've been killing everything, just moving. Let's do something. I hit my guy Chad up. Shouts out to my guy Chad. He pulled up, had the Beamer and all of that type of stuff because it was kind of reminiscent of the whole Paid in Full. We used a sample, with Makai Pfeiffer talking, who was Mitch. Played off that, it was like an epic scene where the whole Beamer pulled up when he got out of jail, so we kind of wanted to...
Oh, shit.
You see, so I kind of wanted to do like a Money Mitch 2.0 situation. You didn't catch that.
I didn't.
So you didn't catch that. So,
yeah, because I don't even know the last time I saw Paid in Full.
Right, exactly. Right. Well, at least this is a Jersey girl, so she's familiar with East Coast content and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like
so,
Makai Pfeiffer, though.
Yeah, for sure. He's solid. So, no, it was really dope. And it was dope to actually get the opening scene right in front of Dre's because it was all empty and stuff, in COVID. So it's like, hey, for anybody that's shooting any visuals, we got about...
Now's the time?
Right,
Before June 1st.
Yeah, come out and film because we pulled up at Dre's. There was no one there. When do you get the opening, you know what I mean? Like the whole Dre situation when no one's there, no drunk, random chicks, no weirdness. So it was a really dope situation. Money Mitch, go on YouTube. My guy, Money High Brands YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? And go chop that up. And hey, Money High, what's up, man? I need that so I can throw it on my channel, man. You playing with me, brother, but we rocking right now.
Send me some pants.
Oh yeah. Hey, Money High, you gotta take care of all the ladies, man. I'm gonna tell you, I need some. I was gonna have on a shirt.
Get some leggings and I saw it. I like it because it looks clean. The brand looks clean. It's not like too much.
For sure. And my fault. Yeah, see, Money. See, I'm supposed to be coming up here with merch and stuff, man. You feel me?
So what's been going on with Money Train Management? And that was an amazing cloud.
There you go. Oh, you got it. Don't edit that one. Money Train Management. Well, fingers and toes crossed. We will be featured in Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Top 40 Under 40. So that's really big for Money Train Management. Like I said, as far as the Billboard, situation, that's very big for Money Train Management. We're still working on television and films and things of that nature, still finishing off Black Boy. Irv the guy, shouts out to all of my people, Styles Poe, shouts out to my guy Ski, shouts out to Eli, shouts out to everybody that was on the project.
You just got a lot of people to
manage
Shouts out to
on the
money. A lot of people on the money train.
Just putting helping everybody out, putting in position, and just moving and shaking. Coming here, rocking with you. Shouts out to Jake, and being able to be like, hey, yo, Angie, go over to Jake. I just want all my people to win. So that's kind of the whole money train management situation. So it's just a beautiful time.
Okay, so what's going on with this Sony documentary? Global Ambassador to the Pentagon. Okay. Is that the name of it? Or
no,
is that what your title is?
That is not the title. That is, shouts out to my guy B. Taylor. That is his title. That is, and that is his, it is tailor-made, yes, once again, for my guy B. Taylor. He's the Global Ambassador to the Pentagon. He specializes in music and entertainment. And the Sony Documentary is basically about, he has a production company called One Life. It's like a nonprofit as well as a production company. And it's basically about how he's always doing just positive work, with the armies and veterans and, first responders and things like that. But he's just a very unique talent.
You turned the Pentagon up, is what you're saying.
I've seen him. You can Google it. He's sang on the Coast Guard out to sea in the middle of nowhere for Obama and Michelle. Like, he on some whole other shit. I never heard nothing like that. So, he's very unique talent, we've done business together. He's a, business partner of mine. He's a friend of mine that I've met through Verse the Legend. They're working on some legendary things with Nelson Mandela. They have a record called Mandela. He's working on a Mondroli, which is a car that was special technique crafted for this whole initiative that they have for this whole, so it's just, I just try to get it around, dynamic. It's
right,
just
there's some
something
smart
different.
Ass fucking people in the
world.
world.
Yeah, man, just smart and take advantage of the opportunities. When they see the opportunity, they're just gonna go straight for it.
Shout out to B. Taylor.
Shouts out to my guy B. Taylor, man.
What was this with the NBA?
Oh, shouts out to my guy S. Dot, who just signed with the Las Vegas Mustangs. He's playing here in Vegas, and he'll have a lot of overseas opportunities.
Is that a professional basketball team in Vegas?
Yeah, like I said, they had a good relationship. He said, come try out. He met the coach and stuff like that. He was like, yo, G, come, just come support, really. In the beginning, he was like, I know you management with me and stuff, Money Train, I know you got me. So I was like, for sure, let me see what's going on. I went, checked it out, did a couple vids of him, stuff like that, did a little bit of promotion, a little bit of marketing, chopped it up with his coach, figured out the whole situation as far as they get paid off of people that attend, ticket sales and streaming, things of that nature. So just kind of understood a full overview of what was going on. And then it was like, okay, cool. So, I guess maybe a week later, he was like, yo, we got a signing party, and, my guy got signed, so it was a beautiful thing. He's definitely grinding hard. I've known Anthony for, over 20 years. He deserves it. He's been putting in the work.
So what do you think's the hardest part about doing what you're doing as far as having to represent all these different people and just constantly being on a day-to-day basis of you don't really know what you're going to do, right? Because but things can change because
I think that's the hardest part. I think
you're working the industry.
Just asked me the question and answered it. I think that's the hardest part, variable change. But since I'm so adaptable, it doesn't seem like it's hard, but it's almost like in the subconscious of my mind, you realize yo, this shit is getting overwhelming because something happens, say one of my artists is like, all right, cool, we're gonna push forward on this record. All right. We push it forward on the record. We already doing this at the third. All of a sudden, we go through all of the stuff for the record, and then we find out the artist didn't go through the due diligence of what was needed for us to actually market this record correctly. You just get something clearance. Get the producer, things like that. We already about to market the record. You ain't even paid the producer yet, or you haven't even used it. So I can't really market it on Spotify or something. Just let me know what's going on so I can make that call. So I think that might be the hardest thing, because it's we're literally, when you're in management, you're like Batman. It's like the bat signals show up all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what it be, because it's you got to fix that shit right then and there, because we're all invested. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me and my artists. Myself. Verse the Legend, Mozzie VS, shouts out to Mozzie. It's we're all, I want to put us all in certain positions and stuff like that. So, so if we're all invested, so I just want to do what's best for the team. So nice. One little chink in the armor can kind of throw off everything. So just got to keep it together. But yeah, you answered your own question. Variable change. I feel like that's the hardest thing in life, because life's throwing shit
Because I
at you.
realized, like, working for yourself, it's like you're working 24/7, and like if you're working a normal job, those are like your hours, right? So you're done.
Right.
Like if you do a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, you already know you got Fridays or
Right.
Saturday, Sunday off, whatever.
Right.
So that's like easy. When you're doing the industry, it's like every single day is a grind, and you're doing something every day to forward yourself in the industry of wherever you need to be put.
Right,
You're doing something, creating content or talking to people or going here, going there. Like it's always something, and it gets overwhelming and it gets draining. So
I
that's something
that.
I have to get used to. Definitely
understand
patience.
that.
I've been learning.
Right. And when you talk about patience, since I'm a parent, shouts out to my son Iverson Jordan Smith, who got straight A's the other day.
Hey,
Perfect son in my eyes. It's just like you got to have that it's patiently aggressive, or you have to have aggressive patience. I know it's oxymoronic. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like you have to be patiently aggressive in this business. And the only reason why that stuff really doesn't get to me is because, I mean, you already know. I'm 24 at 25/8. Like I'm always going. So I feel like everything else is catching up to me. So if that stuff happens, it's like I'm already ahead of the curve. So if you're ahead of the curve when life throws you those little curveballs and shit like that, it's kind of like, nigga, I'm already bending. You know what I'm saying? So when the teacher grades the whole situation on the curve, I'm ahead of the class.
you didn't grow up with a father present, right?
Mm-mm.
So can you tell us, like, how did that affect you growing up? How does it affect you as an adult, and how does it affect you as being a father now?
When I was growing up without a father, I didn't feel like it affected me because my mom did such a great job at, she didn't down talk my dad. She didn't, paint a picture of him of anything that was negative, no negative connotations. He was in my life for the first 5 years, I guess, physically. And then once I moved from DC to Beverly Hills, he was in the Army, so he wasn't in my life. And then I would talk to him on the phone and stuff like that, maybe till I was about 10 or 11. I believe the last time I saw him was in Vegas, I think. The last time I saw him was in Vegas. I was like 10 or 11. He's the first person to hand me a $100 bill, and it was out here in Vegas. How apropos, right? Fast forward, I'm out here in Vegas, turning up. But did that, and then the last time I spoke to him, I think I was like 18 or 19. He just hit me randomly or some shit like that, and that's when he let me know. He was like we just chopped it up for a quick little second. He was like, "Yeah, man, like I love you. You my first son," or something like that. I'm like, "What, nigga?" So I guess there's some other. I got some kin folks, some half brothers or something like that. You feel me?
Oh,
My
damn.
mom did some research. I believe one of them's an actor. I promise something. I guess I got a half brother that's an actor or something like that. I don't know. Moms be doing research like that.
Did you ever want to, like, reach out?
I don't know. Like my dad is dead now. You know what I'm saying? So I let everything kind of go with it. But that stuff don't really sweat me. But as I got older, you know what I'm saying, you realize like, okay, this stuff it really affects you once you kind of realize. I feel like realizing where you really don't like have the guidance with your father is when you start dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? So once I started dealing with women growing up, it's like, I feel like a nigga, my mom's great, but it's like a nigga supposed to be telling me about all this. I got uncles and cousins, and, my mom did a great job at putting me in, like, a lot of programs at the church and grew me up in here. So, I had a lot of male role models and stuff, but it was a dope dynamic of God, my mom, and the way that she didn't smudge his name or anything like that. So it really wasn't nothing bad. I had my own, I kind of drew my own conclusion, and it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's neither.
You never like held resentment?
Nah, I don't know how. I'm hard. I don't know how to really be jealous. I don't know how to really get upset. Like that's just kind of I even had like past women get upset about like I'm not a go on your phone, go on your like I don't really know how to be jealous and stuff like that. I love life. I enjoy people. I love people. I know my purpose. God put me here to make people happy. I ain't so all that stuff really doesn't bother me. Now with my son, it made me of course want to go above and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Because like I didn't have a dad, so that's what I've done, and I mean it's a blessing for my son to be almost 13 straight A's. It's his second semester having straight A's. I mean great. In the middle of a pandemic, I mean some kids could be stressing, could be going through a whole bunch of stuff. I mean God knows.
A lot
Who
of
knows,
kids are fucking committing suicide.
Right. Things of that nature too. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed. And also, but then as I get older, so it's like you go through 10 and 11, don't have my father, like I said. Then it's like okay, you start dealing with women. And then you get maybe 25. Okay, then I have a son. Now, what I'm saying, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like my son's 12 years old. And what you almost realize is like, I'm glad for the man that I became. And you never know how that ripple in time would have affected anything. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women that, you know, their father, you know, their husband was there. He might have been putting hands on and stuff like that. I don't know what I'd be able to do if I seen my father doing that to my mom or anything like that. You know, drug abuse, just any of the million. There's a lot of things that come into play with another man full of testosterone in the house, whether that's your father or not. So when I look at it, you know, in hindsight now, it's like, I mean, it made me who I am. You know, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I mean, God first.
Yeah, well, I mean,
family,
you got it together, like mentally, you know. So it's like you don't use it as an excuse.
Not at all. Not at all. And my mom, like I said, you know, I want to challenge the ladies to, I mean, let me ask the ladies, and you know what I'm saying, just and pray for the ladies. You know what I'm saying, no matter what ethnicity, anything, like, don't just let the child make their own, just come up with their own conclusion, because if you don't want to press upon anything, you know what I'm saying, you don't know how detrimental that could be. And don't stay
together for the children if you guys hate each other, because they're just gonna take that energy and grow up with
Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's better, and the child feels it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's the craziest thing. You don't realize how these kids, like, you know, are affected at such a young age and remember this shit from such a young age.
Hell yeah.
And I was thinking the other day, because I've been watching like random serial killer things on Netflix, and
which one is this? The random serial killer?
Sam Cooke.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. He killed like 90 fucking women, and they just kept letting him go. Like, he did not get. That's crazy. But I'm watching it. I'm like, how do all these people start as kids, like innocent ass babies, right? And then grow up to be these sadistic ass motherfuckers? Like, what happened in your life, right? You know, like, you gotta hear their story,
right? Mom and dad, right? Like the first person.
So it starts with that.
Yeah, no, that's real, man. Like I said, so it's a blessing to be in this position right now. I'm very blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of my son, proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do that. You know, I'm one of the few young black men that actually can travel and handle what I have to handle, and actually, you know, be there for my son, and, you know, be present in his life, and he's got that respect, and he can actually see it. You know, I don't know what it's like to, I mean, let alone see my dad, you know, on television. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember when my son first saw me on Amazon Prime, you know, when my television show came out. Like, I remember telling him about it a year prior. I mean, you know, can you imagine? That stuff is everything to me. You know what I'm saying? So
because he's so proud.
Yeah, right.
He's like, that's my dad.
Right. But it's like, I don't even know what it's like to call my dad. Like, I don't even know what it's like to any of that stuff. So, you know, I'm just ecstatic.
So I know you wanted to come back and spit again. You said you didn't get enough out on the first.
She said, I know you wanted to come back and spit again.
You did not get enough out on the first episode.
This called Non-Negotiable. Let's see. Fill up all your pockets. I'ma fill up all these streets. Philip Banks, non-negotiable when opportunity meets. Philip screwed every cup that ever activated me. Minuscule possibilities that's heaven sent for free. Meetings with associates, I tell them what's appropriate. Season up the plate, serve them, take them like it's opiate. Season state to state, winning trophies at the podiums. We champions, it's great winning, mostly when it's cause of him. We in the big leagues, boy, we ain't cut the rim. This ain't a tournament, we ain't even let him in. Cream sleeves let him in. Suede custom jackets, to start feeling a little different. Climate tax brackets, money march madness. It's funny when it all makes sense if you just practice. I'm hungry and I'm about my sense, no fear factors. Discovery or safe or a counter or mixed masters. You shit ass backwards, no telling what I do for my fam or grip of masters. Get your team, double your bankroll and match us. Match up, we about 20, y'all better catch up. Too many mismatches, too many mispractice. Fill up all your pockets, I'ma fill up all these beats. Philip Banks, non-negotiable when opportunity meets. Philip screwed every cup that ever activated me. Minuscule possibilities that's heaven sent for free. That's a faded truth.
Hey.
That's off one of my records called Non-Negotiable. Jalil Beats did that, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jalil Beats. It's coming soon. I just want to shout out Verse the Legends, upcoming project Dance with the Model. We got the new single release that's coming in May.
Okay.
I want to shout out, you know, I'm always going to shout out God anytime I get a microphone anywhere. And just shout out God, you know what I'm saying? Shout out all the beautiful opportunities, you know. At the end of the day, Just money train management. Shouts out to Las Vegas Entrepreneurs Magazine. I mean, I guess they got the eye on the prize. Everybody that's booming. You know, I just caught a vibe off of, you know what I'm saying, the Faded Truth. I came on here, she start booming all of a sudden. They must have kept an eye on me. Now I'm booming. So top 40, under 40. Shouts out to that. Shouts out to a lot of my people that's a part of that. Shouts out Versa Legend. Shouts out Mozzie VS. I mean, Money Train Management Takeover, man. I try to tell you, I'm trying to be the young, will be the young Quincy Jones / Keenan Ivory Wayans. I just want everybody to win. If I can make sure that you win and everybody win, you know, I'll be the byproduct of winning. And I already won, so it's not really about winning, you know. It's about just being perpetual.
If you have winners around you, you'll win. It's
exactly.
Science.
Yeah, but there's no more. There's no making it. There's no top. There's no bottom. As long as I'm perpetual, as long as I'm fluid like water, Bruce Lee theory, I'll be fine.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you having me.
Until next time. Peace.
Yup.
These ain't bars, I'm just speaking the truth. Y'all ain't drip, just a leak in the roof. I'm looking shots on proof. A vintage block running shoot. Commission stock private groups. That's equity connecting me respectively. I'm presently giving you options with choice. Sending deposits, invoice, insurance policies to cover Rolls Royce.